I'm sorry, guys. This is an absolute abomination.
Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Chrissy Comments, where we sit in my living room and talk about whatever the day has brought us. So please give me the story so I can put my opinion on it. And today I'm going to be putting my opinion on a topic that actually my mom sent me, and she sent it to me just for gags. And boy, did I gag, because we are talking about kids in frontals. Yes, I said it. Kids, children, toddlers under the age of 12 that are wearing straight up lace frontals on their head. Like, for real, I didn't even know that was a thing. Apparently it is. We are now putting lace frontal wigs on toddlers. I believe that is very problematic for multiple reasons. So I just want you guys to take a minute to take a look at a few clips of what I'm actually talking about. So it's not bad enough that we paste fake hairlines onto our heads, right? And yes, I said it. I know it sounds a little harsh, but that is what it is. We do not like our hair, so we paste fake hairlines of a different texture on our heads. And I'm not here to get into the whys and hows and of the love and hate relationship of our hair. I feel like that has been covered and we kind of already know about it. My issue that I have today that we'll be discussing is that now we are putting this shit on our babies. Like our babies, our toddlers, like rock-a-bye baby, like wah, wah, toddler, you know, like our 2-year-olds, our 1-year-olds for their birthdays, they're getting lace frontal wigs put on. And that is the issue that I have with it. And so I really mean it. I am not going to disparage anybody that wears lace frontals, wigs, weaves, quick weaves, all that, because guess what? I do it too. I've worn lace frontals. I mean, recently I have steered away from them because I personally, my opinion, I believe they become very clownish looking. That is my opinion. I can talk about that on at a later time. But I'm a part of the problem too, okay? I love a good quick weave on the head. So I'm not here trying to trigger people about, you know, our hair choices. We clearly know that we have a tumultuous relationship with our hair, Black women in particular. So the original video that I was sent was this woman who is doing a quick weave on her 1-year-old. She said she was doing a quick weave for her 1-year-old's birthday. So let's take a look at a few of the screenshots of this woman doing a quick weave.
Yeah, it's Miracle, and I'm showing you a full video of my daughter getting her first quick weave. Keyword is my daughter, not yours, not your grandmother's, not nobody else's, mine. It's the one that came out of my coochie. And she gets her hair done. Yeah, she does. I'm tired of the ponytails and the puffs and the blues and the barrettes. She had a barrette in her head. She fell. It gave her a little mark. I was like, oh my God. It was just fun for the both of us. Like, we was just in here cool, and girl fell asleep. She was trying to go to sleep, getting her head on. Like, girl, if you don't sit up, please get up. Get up. This is an extra $5 fee because why are you sleeping in my arm? But then this was the hair from the Beast Spa store, y'all. This hair was actually kind of, I mean, I feel like I put too much oil in it, but it'll do. It'll do. Looking like Dora the Explorer, Moana head ass. Pretty, right? Like, why they him?
Poor letter G.
My girl look good, period. Yes, this weave.
Oh dear. Letter G.
Like, look how cute she looks.
She has a stocking cap on this child's head. She has glued down the perimeter. She takes out bundles and starts gluing these bundles. And she sits there and she's like, my baby's cute. Like, this is so cute. To me, it looks a hot ass mess. I'm thinking like, well, ma'am, how do you do your hair? Because that is a terrible quick weave. But of course it's a terrible quick weave because it's on a toddler. It's on a 1-year-old. Of course it was going to come out good. I mean, the baby barely has freaking hair. So why would you dare? Why would you dare put glue on this child's head? Her hair is still growing. Like, why? Toddler's hair is very fragile. Why would you put glue on it? What's wrong with you? Like, you hate your hair that much and you hate your child's hair that much that you want to put glue on it? It's enough to hate your own hair. You can hate your hair and you can put glue on it. You can do whatever you want, but don't do that to the kid, man, not the baby. Dang. And this lady, in her video, she doubled down. She doubled down and said, my baby look cute. Y'all are hating. Why would I not do a quick weave? And I can do whatever I want. She said, it's my kid and I'm not hurting my kid and I can do whatever I want, which is true. I mean, she's not doing physical harm to the kid, but you are doing some type of psychological harm, because if you continue to do that throughout that kid's life, they will grow up with a complex with their hair. I mean, look at all of us that are still putting weaves in. We have a complex with our hair. I know that it stems from wanting to be accepted in society and having to assimilate. I strongly believe that is a big piece as to why we started relaxing our hair back in the day and why we have taken on a Eurocentric look. I get it, okay? But it does come to a time where you have to say enough is enough. All right. Like, come on, Black power. Like, we gotta say enough is enough at some point. So when I first saw this, I first took the perspective of, shock, outrage. Oh my gosh, why would you do this? Why would you perpetuate this terrible stereotype and idea of us teaching our children not to like our hair at such a tender age? And then I thought, well, of course. Like, what else would you expect? I mean, if we're running around here wearing wigs and weaves all day long, of course we would teach, our kids would pick that up from us, right? And to be honest with you, it was done to me in my generation. I come from the era of kiddie perms. I remember, when my mom took us to the salon, she got a perm, I did too. Or relaxer, she got a relaxer, I did too. And that was just the thing. It was just so, I would probably say in the last 10 years that has died just because you had the rise in the natural hair movement, which was a great thing, where we saw relaxers kind of take a back seat to everything, where we embraced our natural hair more. And then I think that was perfect, because you had moms that stopped doing the kiddie relaxers or stopped giving their kids relaxers when they were 10, 12. And then we were able to actually see that we as Black women could grow strong, long, healthy hair without it being tainted and contaminated with chemicals. When I think of kiddie perms, what's the difference? It's the same thing, but just in a different way, because it's the same message. Our hair is not good enough. Our hair is not long enough, or not voluminous enough, or not straight enough. We are still out here. A lot of African Americans we are four type hair, and we are always striving for a 3 type hair, 2, it's just kind of silly. So this has been going on for decades, and it's hard to have the smoke for these parents who are putting frontals on their kids, because it's the same message, different day, I mean, what makes you think that a toddler or a little kid wants that on their head? I mean, kids take out their beads, barrettes, and twist and all that. And could you imagine? I hate when frontals are pasted on my forehead. Could you imagine being a kid? You'll be picking at that all day. So I don't know why these parents are doing that, because it doesn't seem to be a reasonable style for a child. Just logistically, when they're at school, playing, swimming, sports, activities, it just doesn't make any sense at all. So I do look at the parents a little sideways, like, why, regardless of the problematic issue of putting a frontal on a kid, why do you think that is a good, suitable hairstyle for a kid? It's just not practical. As a society, we got to do right. Like, we have to do better. We got to get right with our hair. And I know we have tried and we've made strides. We have. But this right here shows that we now have passed on our very bad habits of not accepting ourselves and our hair onto our children. This is a dark path that we are starting them on at such a young age. A path of truthfully just self-hatred, and not accepting oneself and who you naturally are and the hair that grows out of your head. This is the path that we're starting them on as soon as we say it's okay to put a frontal on a toddler. So thank you for taking a look at this topic with me and discussing, is it okay to put frontals, lace frontals on our kids? Is it okay? Is it okay to put quick weaves and even sew-ins on our kids? Where is the fine line? When and where should we push back? But I definitely think we can come to a common agreement or consensus as a group that lace frontals on children is just way too much. Or at least for me, that is way too much. So guys, thank you for listening to me rant and rave about the foolishness and debauchery of our world. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye.